baby, baby. You driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me tryna stay sober. Wanted your love and I'm out here hungover. You made me wanna take you to London, Paris. Times will cherish. No comparing to you. Don't need Keisha, Karen. Don't want Megan, Sharon. Girl, I swear that it ain't fair. It ain't fair that all the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Got nothing. All the pretty girls, they got nothing on you. They got nothing on you. Girl, you know.
Hey friends. Hey friends, how you doing? This is another Let the Truth Be Told by Boy You Know. Thank you for always tuning in, and don't forget to share your good video. Help a friend, tell a friend, show a friend. Come on, be friendly, okay? Be friendly. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today's conversation, I will be looking into the different categories of men. Ladies, do not lower your value for these types of men. Do not, ladies. Watch out for these categories of men I'm about to tell you. Watch out for them. When you continue to allow these types of behavior from these types of men, let's try to be operational. We do not want to create another generation of this chaos, because this is seriously a chaos. And it starts by the women. Stop enabling these types of men. Stop it, ladies. Stop lowering your value for these types of men. Because it's going to go on to the next generation. The next generation, it's going to be a circle of life, the same old thing. And it's going to be a never-ending circle. Let's put into it. I want to list a few characteristics to watch out for. A man who cannot fight to protect his woman. Come on. A man who cannot fight to protect his woman from family, society, friends, or just fight to protect for her safety in general. That's a red flag. A man who is insecure and sensitive to everything. A man who is insecure and sensitive to everything. For example, you can't even choke him. He takes everything so personal and so offensive quickly. He's so insecure where you go, who's looking at you, what you're wearing, how you dressed. He's so insecure. That's a red flag. Financially irresponsible. Financially irresponsible. That's a huge red flag. They always depend on a woman for everything, or most things. And they believe in this 50-50 rule. Financially irresponsible. The man is to serve a woman, and the woman is to help the man. It is not the other way around. We are the helper. They are supposed to serve women, and we help them. But a financially irresponsible man will swap the role. And it's not so. It shouldn't be that way. We are just the helper. He is to provide and serve. So ladies, that's a red flag. That's a huge red flag. A man who is insensitive. A man who is insensitive to his family, to his woman, his children. Very insensitive. Things that needs to happen, things that needs to be done, it don't even bother him. He don't even take notice of it. He don't even care for it. Very insensitive to his woman's emotions, to her well-being, the family, things around the house, things that needs to get done. He's very insensitive to those things. That's a red flag. That's a huge red flag. Ladies, watch out for these characteristics. Watch out for them. A man who's abusive. abusive, emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. The list goes on. Abusive, abuse on a level is acceptable. The difference. Know when the line have crossed. Know that line. When you are violated, understand it's not acceptable. This is not acceptable. That is a red flag, sis. Because with these types of characteristics, you don't just creep up on you 15 years down the line. No. You notice these things little by little, little by little. You see them, you experience them. Don't just happen like this. No. So when you see these characteristics and you see this behavior, put your foot down. That's a red flag. Do not tolerate it. Do not subject yourself to that type of behavior. It is not acceptable. Any man who have the ultimate authority over his woman, where the woman have no voice, she have no input in nothing, and he continues to belittle the woman and very argumentative, argues with the woman on everything and for everything. That's a red flag. It is not your role and it's not your place to spend on a man. Love on money or gifts. Do not buy love. You cannot buy love. You can't do things for someone in return for them to love you. Or that's a form of expressing love. You have to build love from the ground up. There has to be a strong foundation, not based upon any attachment, but pure and genuine love. You build connection. It is earned. It is earned. Day in and day out, you earn connection. You have to build that connection. You have to earn and value that person for who they are as an individual. Do not buy things or do things in return for love. In the same when it goes for sex. You cannot exchange sex for commitment. Sex is no commitment. Sex is no commitment. You will need to understand these things. And if that's what you do, then don't be complaining. Don't complain. What you complaining for? First of all, any man who is highly particular about the way he looks, about the way he dresses, about this. I'm not saying a man shouldn't put himself together. No. Fellas, look good. Put yourself together. Look real good. But if you really particular, like a woman, about eyebrows, about the lipstick, about nails, if you're extremely particular about your appearance, that's a red flag. Men who are like that are very selfish to that woman. I'm not gonna say all men. Most are very selfish to a woman because they're so concerned about how they look, how they come across, and what they buy. So they're gonna shop and buy and do things only for themselves because they're so focused on themselves. Men who are extremely particular about their appearance, ladies, that's a red flag. You go around a man and he just playing video games, watching TV. He's not productive. He's no work ethic, no drive, no push. And what do you expect down the road to happen? Do not subject yourself to these types of characters. Do not subject yourself, ladies. Do not lower your value for these types of men. Do not. Know the difference from serving and helping. Women, you are to help a man. Men, you are to serve your woman, and she is to help you. It is not the other way around. Know the difference from the two. And ladies, I always say the two things to leave out when a man is pursuing you, and you're in a relationship or you're together. In the very early stage, builds on love. Builds on love. Keep sex and money out of it. Know each other. Really know each other. Do not do things in exchange for love. Do not do those things in exchange for love. Know yourself. Value yourself and keep sex and your money out of it in the very early stage. I'm not saying down the road when everything is established and built, then those things come into form. But in the very early stage, two things to keep out: sex and money. Keep it out. Keep it out, ladies. And do not subject yourself to these types of men. You deserve better than that. Value yourself. You are the prize. I'll keep telling you this. You are the prize, girl. He's lucky to have you. It's not the other way around. He is lucky to have you.